Okay, right, as it's dinner time, one more, and then I'll probably do some more tomorrow, okay? So, what you've got is, can you see if it's right? Crap with these things already. Phone's technology and videoing yourself isn't one of my dumb things. The last time I videoed myself, I got arrested. Right, yeah. Anyway, so what we've just done is remember that your balance on is really important in keeping the centre of your balance over your balance. So when you move forward and backwards, your weight goes forward. You're not leaning forward, you're not leaning backwards, okay? So that said, we've just done pari-pari, okay? So what I want you to do now is off any of the parries, bear in mind that you've got to imagine that your partner that you're training with, this invisible guy, is either southpaw, right lead, or orthodox, so he's left lead. So based on that depends which way you're going to move. Because if he's right lead, it's the same as I am now, if you parry this way to hit you, you're going to get that big left hand shot right in your face, and you're probably going up with, you know, on the floor with your eyes closed, okay? Whereas if he's left lead, okay, and he fires that jab in, and a parry off this way and go either for the shot here or a split entry, his power shot's on the other side of him, so he's got to turn to face me, if that makes sense. So bearing that in mind, depending which one you're going to train against, you've got to keep this, you've got to use your imagination now, keep this guy in your head, he's either right lead or left lead, okay? Now if he's right lead, what I don't want to do is to parry on the inside of his jab and go this way and get this cross right here. So what I'm going to have to do is when that jab comes in as parry on the outside and fire low that way, his power shot is over here and he's got to turn to face me, so that gives me time to hit and then fire off any number of combinations, you see. Sorry, cable on the floor, silly electricians. So based on that, if we imagine the guy's the same as me, so he's right lead, what I want to do is I want to parry on the outside and fire low. So I'm going to parry, fire low, okay? Or I'm going to parry and build you or punch high. So on top of any of them, you can fire off any of your combinations, okay? You could either go low to lead hook, to drop in, to hit, and then fire off your combinations, okay? Because you know your combinations, I'm not going to teach you your combinations. I mean, the general ones that we use, we've got jab, cross, we either go low or high hook. Okay, we've got overhand, which I'm going off the camera now, but you know what I mean. We've got lead uppercut, rear uppercut. Okay, so you can apply those, but the main reason why I'm doing this add-on to that first one is what I want you to visualise now is that guy right lead or left lead, and that left lead or that right lead guy will dictate which way I want you to move, because obviously I've got to do this laterally because of the viewing angle of this phone, you see. But if the guy's right lead and I go this way, what I want to do is I want to move around this way, away from the power side, and by that I mean this. If he's right lead, he can jab, okay? But what he's trying to do is knock me out with this big left. Same as if he's left lead, he can jab. But what he's trying to do is get me onto this big right. So when you're doing all your motions backwards and forwards, and you parry, and you're bridging, and you're bilging, or you're going split entry inside, whichever way you go, I want you to move away from his power side. So if he's right lead, again I'm going to say, and he's going to fire in this big cross or this big, you know, what we class as a rear hook. This is a massive big power shot. I don't want you walking into this. So if you parry this off this way, I want you going that way. Okay? Right, bear that in mind. I've got to do some more work and I'll catch you in a bit. Take care, guys.